Ravindraji, if you can elaborate the question, it will be great. We'll start the webinar. The purpose is we will try to understand the charts, and we will try to understand the what Nifty and important indices are up to, where they are heading, and we'll also study some stocks which can be long-term portfolio picks and which can also be picked by you for a long-term investment. Mr. Ravindra said that all stocks suggested by us are good, but he wants to identify the bottom. So I want to understand this question better. When this fall is going to stop? Precisely, Ravindraji, we have conducted this webinar for the same reason, to understand what is happening on charts and to understand what can be the possible bottom. First thing on the onset, let me tell you that, you know, it is absolutely next to impossible for anyone to predict exact top and exact bottom. So what we do is we identify the support levels from which the Nifty can bounce back. Now, if it does not bounce back from that support, then what happens is it goes to the next support and tries to bounce from there. I will show you precisely in the chart what I am talking about. Are you guys able to see the screen that I'm sharing? One of you can unmute and tell me. Are you guys able to see the screen? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the chart of Nifty. Okay, this is what is happening in Nifty currently, and after forming a top near 18,600, we saw that it went down up to 16,400, then again bounced, but this time it bounced only up to 18,300, then again it went down to as low as 15,700, again it bounced, and this time it could go only up to 18,100. So we can clearly see that Nifty right now is trapped in a parallel channel. This is what we call parallel channel. So it takes a support somewhere over here, it rises, bounces, but ये जो line है, ये जो टेढ़ी line है, this line which is continuously last 3 times hampering the progress of Nifty from going ahead. Okay, so now what will happen is, now if we see further, right now we are over here at the 16,400 levels, right? 16,411 levels, and we have formed a doji. Bulls are trying to take it back up, bears are trying to pull it further down, and right now we see that it is absolutely at a support. It took support on Friday of this. What was the low on Friday? Low on Friday was 16,340. This is where this green line is exactly, right? 16,340, you can see here 16,340. It took the support over there. How it takes the support over there? You see these 2 candles. The body of these 2 candles, one candle is of March 4 and one candle is of 9th March. The top body of these 2 candles of these 2 days has supported the Nifty on 6th May, that was Friday. Now, if you see the body of these 2 candles, supported the Nifty on Friday, and from the lows of 16,340, Nifty ended at 16,411, which is a substantial 60-70 point recovery to end the day. So what we can assume is that 16,340 level can be a very important support for Nifty. So just like over here on 20th December, when we saw a small rally with on 20th December, starting from 20th December's low of 16,410, the Nifty went up to 18,000. Here, what was that? 18,300 levels. Then again it came back. And again we saw a bottom of 15,676. And we saw a rally up to 18,200 levels, or 18,000 precisely, 18,095 levels. And then again we are seeing this fall. So this fall can, again we can see a rally from either this level or one level below, that is 16,135, or one level below, that is 16,009. And this rally we can see will go up to this channel top, and we can say it can go up to 17,900 or maximum 18,000 levels. Okay, so this is what we are seeing, that there will be a rally, almost 1,500-1,600 point rally might be seen. From which level exactly we cannot predict it. Either can be from the 16,340 levels. So probably Friday was a bottom, and it can we can have a rally from the next week, or we can see it further going down to 16,100, which is a very strong support zone. 16,130 to 16,100 levels. So we can see a rally from there, and you can see almost 1,900 points rally, or the final support that we are seeing in this channel would be near 16,009 levels. So if the 16,009 levels is even broken, then we will see that Nifty may fall to the levels of 15,500 or so. But exactly from which point Nifty will turn, we don't know. Nobody can predict the exact top and exact bottom. So either it can be from here, this green line, or this green line, or this green line. What the momentum shows, and there was again on Friday, Nasdaq and Dow Jones also fell. We can see SGX Nifty also fall on Friday. Another Nasdaq fell around 1.22%, as you can see here. Dow Jones was 0.3% negative, and SGX Nifty, that is Singapore Nifty, was around 50-60 point minus. So it can again come back to this level on Monday, and if it finds support at 16,340 levels, we can see a bounce from this level, or else we will see Nifty going down to 16,100 levels. 16,100 level is pretty good support in my opinion. We can see a bounce from there, and if it does not bounce from there, probably we will see a new low, Nifty making a new low of around 15,500 or 15,450, and from there you can see a bounce in this parallel channel, which can go up to 17,900 levels. Okay, and then again from 17,900, when it reaches here, it does not mean that because this path is it is following this path since October, it cannot break this channel and go up. If there is some very good news or some very good momentum, or some very good numbers, very good results, then this channel can be broken, and again we can see new highs also. But right now we should understand and respect the channel top as a very big resistance and channel bottom as a very big support. So this is how Nifty looks like. I hope Ravindra ji, I have answered your question that from where Nifty will bounce. So exact bottom and exact top we cannot predict, but yes, these are the three or four levels from which Nifty can bounce back. So what do? You say okay, मैं फिर इधर वेट करूं ये बॉटम के लिए या ये बॉटम के लिए या 15,500 का वेट करूं, मैं क्या करूं फिर, कहां से घूमेगा ये तो आप बता नहीं रहे, तो मैं क्या करूं. इन दिस सिचुएशन what I always suggest is, I had written this on Friday also, that you need to go x by 4 or x by 5. आपको अगर 1 लाख रुपया लगाना है तो 25,000 पार्ट कर दीजिए. तो 25,000 आपने समझो, एक आपको कोई शेयर खरीदना है रिलायंस से 1 लाख रुपए का, या 50,000 का खरीदना है, 50,000 का खरीदना है तो 12,500 के 4 वो कर दीजिए पार्ट. एक ये लेवल पे खरीदिए, फिर एक उसका इंडिविजुअल चार्ट देख के, फिर एक जब निफ्टी इस लेवल पे आता है तो थोड़ा खरीदिए, हो सकता है इधर से बाउंस हो जाए. तो बाउंस होगा तो ऑलरेडी आपका एवरेज तो हो ही जाएगा. या फिर एक इस लेवल पे x by 4 चल के एक इधर एक इधर एक इधर और एक इधर इस लेवल पे खरीदो, फिर जहां से बाउंस मिलेगा तो थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर जाएगा तो योर एवरेज विल ऑलवेज बी समवेयर नियर द निफ्टी और बिलो द निफ्टी, राइट, जब के वो ऊपर जाएगा तब. तो इस तरह से आप आपका एक एवरेज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन एवरेज करना नीचे जाते समय नहीं, जब कोई सपोर्ट से निफ्टी बाउंस कर रहा हो, दैट इज द राइट टाइम टू इन्वेस्ट इन अ शेयर, नॉट व्हाइल द नाइफ इज फॉलिंग, but when the tennis ball is bouncing, right? I'll see if okay, you make it simple. This is the comment from Ravindra ji. That is what job of analyst should be, and that is what we try to do at Happy Candles. We try to simplify things without using technical jargons use किए बिना कैसे लोगों को समझाया जाए इन्वेस्टमेंट करना, कैसे we should talk about how a person should invest his hard earned money. So I was also a working guy till few years back. तो मैं जानता हूं कि आपके जो पैसे हैं वो खून पसीने की कमाई है. तो we should always take care of our money and invest it after proper research and after proper reading, after proper applying our proper thought process. Now going to other important indices, हम लोग एक फटाफट दूसरे इंडाइसेस भी देख लेते हैं. बैंक निफ्टी में क्या लग रहा है, तो बैंक निफ्टी इफ यू सी दैट ये एक स्क्वीजिंग ट्रायंगल है जिसमें बैंक निफ्टी अभी ट्रैप्ड है, वेरी सिमिलर टू निफ्टी. दिस लेवल ऑफ जो इसका फ्राइडे का लो था, that was 34353. It is a very very good support. देखिए ये एक जो asymmetrical resistance है, ये ट्रायंगल का बेस का भी उसको सपोर्ट है इधर, और उसने यहाँ पे आप देखिए तो ये जो 21 दिसंबर का जो कैंडल का बॉटम है और 20 दिसंबर का जो बॉडी का बॉटम है, एग्जैक्टली वहीं पे सपोर्ट लिया है, राइट. तो दिस इज वन थिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम चार्ट्स दैट थिंग्स रिपीट. एक साइक्लिकल फॉर्म में इंडेक्स चलता रहता है, एक टिपिकल पैटर्न फॉलो करता है, एक ज्योग्राफी फॉलो करता है, और ये जो चार्ट है दैट इज नथिंग बट ह्यूमन माइंड के भाई एक लेवल आने पे ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, वी एज अ प्रोग्रामेबल एंटिटी, हम कैसे रिएक्ट करते हैं कुछ प्राइस पर. तो कुछ पर्टिकुलर जोन में हम कुछ पर्टिकुलर तरह से ही रिएक्ट करते हैं. तो इसलिए आप देखते हैं कि एक लेवल से बार बार बाउंस होता है. 2000 जाता है तो लोग रिलायंस खरीदते हैं और खरीदते ही हैं, और 2600-2800 का भाव आता है, 2850 भाव आता है तो लोग रिलायंस बेचते ही हैं, उस पर सेलिंग का प्रेशर आ जाता है, राइट. तो हम बोलते हैं कि स्टॉक सेल जोन में चला गया. तो सेल जोन क्या होता है? सेल जोन इज द रेंज वेयर पीपल, बहुत इससे ऊपर तो यार ये स्टॉक नहीं जा सकता, मैं बेच देता हूं, चलो मैं प्रॉफिट बुक कर लेता हूं. तो ये जो जोन होता है वो सेल जोन होता है, दैट यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई इजीली विद द हेल्प ऑफ चार्ट्स. तो इस तरह से ये चार्ट जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. आपको आपका पैसे को अच्छी तरह से कहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट करना, कहाँ पे निकाल लेना, कहाँ पे री इन्वेस्ट करना, ये देखने में। कमिंग बैक टू बैंक निफ्टी, सो दिस जोन ऑफ 3440 इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सपोर्ट। उसके नीचे एक और सपोर्ट है, वो है 34060। अगर ये 34060 भी टूट जाता है तो बैंक निफ्टी एक 32,188 के लेवल तक आ सकता है। बट वो दैट इज इन द वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो। राइट नाउ दिस लेवल लुक्स गुड फॉर अ बाउंस, और ये बाउंस कहां तक मिलेगा, तो एक 35,266 तक जा सकता है बैंक निफ्टी। और अगर ये इंपॉर्टेंट रेजिस्टेंस पार कर लेता है तो वो यहाँ पे जो 200 डेज ईएमए है और 50 डेज ईएमए है, जो कि हैं 36,398 और 36,155 पे, वहां तक पहुंच सकता है। वो लेवल क्रॉस करना 36,398 और 36,155 को क्रॉस करना उसके लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा, क्योंकि 50 ईएमए और 200 ईएमए को क्रॉस करना इतना इजी नहीं होता है। तो 50 ईएमए और 200 ईएमए क्रॉस कर लेता है जब बैंक निफ्टी, at that time bank nifty will turn positive, but then again it will face resistance of this triangle top as well as these two levels of 37,243 and 37,773। अगर ये 37,773 क्रॉस कर देता है तो ये 39 या 40,000 तक जा सकता है बैंक निफ्टी। सो बैंक निफ्टी इज नॉट लुकिंग दैट बैड, and right now it might be at this support zone. Okay, any questions, any other indices that you want to see? IT देख लेते हैं। IT का भी जैसा हमने देखा था कि वो निफ्टी एक डाउनवर्ड चैनल में ट्रैप्ड है, वैसे ही IT भी एक डाउनवर्ड चैनल में ट्रैप है। लेकिन वी कैन सी दैट वो चैनल का बॉटम नजदीक आ रहा है, जहां से IT को बाउंस मिलना चाहिए, और हम एक 4-5 हजार पॉइंट का बाउंस IT में देख सकते हैं आफ्टर इट फॉर्म्स अ बेस। जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं उसने फ्राइडे को काफी जबरदस्त 700 पॉइंट तो माइनस क्लोज हुआ IT इंडेक्स, बट जो उसका बॉटम था वो था 3,278, दैट इज 30,278, दैट इज 30,278। तो 30,278 से इट जम्प्स ऑलमोस्ट अराउंड 490-500 पॉइंट्स। और ये आप देखिए इधर बहुत बड़ी इधर टेल बन गई है, जिसको हम एक रिवर्स हैमर भी बोल सकते हैं। तो IT में इधर से एक बाउंस देखने मिल सकता है, जो कम से कम हमको उसके 200 डेज ईएमए और 50 डेज ईएमए, दैट इज अराउंड 33,500 33,800 लेवल्स, वहां तक लेके जा सकता है। बट एक कंफर्मेशन कैंडल के लिए आप वेट कीजिए। मंडे को एक और इधर ग्रीन कैंडल बन जाना चाहिए, जो हमको ये लेवल के ऊपर बंद अगर देता है, दैट इज अबाउ 30,881, जो कि फ्राइडे का टॉप था, उसके ऊपर अगर एक ग्रीन कैंडल बन जाता है तो फिर IT में एंट्री उसके बाद आप ले सकते हैं। इट विल डेफिनेटली गो टू 32,500, दैट इज द चैनल का मिड का जो लाइन होता है, मिड के रेजिस्टेंस एक मिलेगा, उसके ऊपर उसको 33,500 और 33,800 का 50 डेज ईएमए और 200 डेज ईएमए का रेजिस्टेंस मिलेगा। बट IT सेक्टर में अभी एट्रिशन रिलेटेड काफी इश्यूज हैं, तो आप आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट यू गो फॉर द टॉप कंपनीज ओनली, इन्फोसिस, TCS, और जो थीम बेस्ड कंपनियां हैं जैसे कि KPIT और LTI, LTTS, कोफोर्ज, ओरेकल फाइनेंशियल्स, कुछ IT कंपनीज के बारे में हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे। So these are some of the companies which you can invest in or which you can think of investing in the IT, but only top companies or only after there is a confirmation candle. We'll look at the metal index. What is happening in metal index? Metal index also on Friday took a very good support at 5979 levels. You can see over here, एक जैसा IT इंडेक्स में एक हैमर टाइप का बना था, वैसा ही हैमर इधर मेटल इंडेक्स में भी बना है। एंड फ्रॉम द लोज ऑफ 5974 द इंडेक्स क्लोज्ड एट 6066। तो मेटल इंडेक्स में भी एक बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट जो है वो होगा 5979 लेवल्स। यहाँ से हम एक बाउंस देख सकते हैं अगले हफ्ते। मंडे को ही हो जाए बाउंस शुरू ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, बट अगले हफ्ते थोड़ा सा बाउंस एक मेटल में भी देख सकते हैं, जो हमको कम से कम 300 पॉइंट यानी 5 से 10% का एक बाउंस आने वाले महीने में, मई के महीने में मेटल में देके जा सकता है। बिलो दिस लेवल्स ऑफ 59 जो 6066 जो क्लोज हुआ है, उसके नीचे जो सपोर्ट है मेटल के पास, दे आर 5979 एंड 5871 शुड बी अ गुड सपोर्ट। उसके नीचे जो 200 डेज EMA है 5694, दैट विल बी अ वेरी गुड सपोर्ट फॉर मेटल। तो मेटल का चार्ट एक इतना खराब नहीं दिख रहा है। हाँ, वो ये ट्रायंगल के बॉटम पे है, तो अगर बॉटम से बाउंस लेता है ऑन मंडे वी गेट अ कंफर्मेशन ग्रीन कैंडल इन मेटल, देन मेटल वी कैन सी a small resistance around 16,271 levels जो 50 days EMA है, उसके ऊपर 6313 and then we can see a rally up to 6500 or 6800 in metals. Any other index that you guys want to see? We'll have a quick look at mid cap index. Mid cap index is not looking pretty good. Again, we can see it has taken support at the base of this triangle, exactly at the base of the triangle, right? अगर इससे नीचे जाता है तो then it can the mid cap index can go bad and 1000 पॉइंट और यहाँ से 500 पॉइंट 600 पॉइंट या फिर 2000 पॉइंट और नीचे जा सकता है। तो यहाँ से ग्रीन कैंडल जब तक नहीं मिले और ये रेड लाइन के ऊपर जब तक मिड कैप कंपनीज नहीं आ जाता, मिड कैप इंडेक्स नहीं आ जाता, दैट इज 28897, अनदर 300-400 पॉइंट्स, तब तक मिड कैप कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट करना थोड़ा रिस्की रहेगा। We'll look at the small cap index. Small cap index is also at the bottom of a triangle, as you can see over here. डबल सपोर्ट है, ये ग्रीन लाइन के ऊपर है अभी प्राइस, और ये जो है ट्रायंगल का भी सपोर्ट है। अगर ये टूटता है तो इसके नीचे इट कैन गो टिल 9300, और अगर 9300 के नीचे जाता है निफ्टी स्मॉल कैप इंडेक्स, तो फिर इसमें काफी प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है, और ये फिर और 1000 पॉइंट यानी कि 8245 तक जा सकता है। तो जब तक स्मॉल कैप और मिड कैप कंपनीज में बाउंस नहीं आ जाता, जो कि मंडे या ट्यूसडे को आना चाहिए, RSI देख के ऐसा लग रहा है कि मंडे या ट्यूसडे से इधर बाउंस आना चाहिए। बाउंस आएगा तो कम से कम 1000 पॉइंट 5-10% की रैली इसमें देखने मिल सकती है स्मॉल कैप कंपनीज में। But wait for a confirmation green candle and start investing in these companies only after that. So Monday can be little negative, as I said. Monday afternoon के बाद थोड़ा सा इंडेक्स में मूवमेंट आ सकता है, तो आप क्लोजिंग देखिए मंडे का। यू कैन प्रोबेबली सब कुछ अगर ग्रीन है, क्लोजिंग अच्छा हो रहा है, तो आप मंडे से इन्वेस्ट स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, या फिर ट्यूसडे इफ द मार्केट इज ग्रीन, दैट विल बी द राइट पॉइंट टू स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग फॉर दिस upward movement which we might see from either 6400 or 6100 levels. 6100 level, 16100 levels in Nifty is a good support, but if that is broken, then Nifty can go to 15,500 or 15,400 levels. Any other index? We have seen small cap, mid caps, metal, IT. Any other in the bank Nifty, any other index that you want to see, guys? Or we should move to the stocks? I think you are okay with the indices. हम pharma देख लेते हैं. Pharma is again trapped in a downward channel, as you can see. It might turn from here, or then one level below is another 500 points below. That is another 5-6% fall in pharma, and then it can turn positive from there. But 14,000 and 13,500 levels will be a strong resistance channel, top of the channel. FMCG index देख लेते हैं. Yes. So someone is talking. Sir, please, you can mute yourself, Karthik. I muted you. Okay. Okay. So this is the FMCG index. FMCG index, as you can see, is looking the best of all the indices that we saw. It is right now above 50 and 200 EMA and one confirmation candle. And if it breaks these two levels of 37, 38,000 resistance, then it can go to 39 and or 40,000 also. So for FMCG index, Hindustan Unilever, Britannia, and all these companies might give us a good opportunity to invest in at this junction. Thoda isko mein okay accurate nahi tha. I like make it more accurate. So yes, FMCG index is looking good, much better than the other indices that we saw right now, because it is clearly about 50 and 200 EM. It should stay there. If it is going above further up on Monday or Tuesday, then it will be a good place where you can invest. Auto index was okay, but now it has gone below 50 and 200 EMA. So once it crosses 10,800 levels, auto index, you can enter in auto companies only after that. So I think we covered almost all the indices. Pharma, FMCG, metal, auto, mid cap, small cap. Almost all important indices are done. One index that I'll tell you is PSU Bank. This is PSU Banks might see a good prospect. If it bounces from here, then we can see almost 500-600 point rally in PSU Bank index. So this is all about indices. Now we'll go to the stocks and we'll look at some of the interesting stocks. CNX PSE also looks interesting. Karthik says we will look at it. CNX PSE index, yes. The chart looks very good. And CNX PSE index, the chart always will look good. And we might see a rally of around 1,200 points in PSE companies, because when the market turns negative, what people tend to do is people tend to search for government companies where at least they will get a good dividend, good return, and where they think their money will be safer if parked. So yes, Karthik, you are absolutely right. On charts also, PSE index right now at the bottom of this triangle and above 50 days EMA is looking good. We might see a bounce in this, and the bounce can be of around 100 or 200 points. And if it is able to cut this triangle and go over it, then we might see a fantastic rally, which can be another 8-10% also, in addition to the dividends that you get in some of the PSE companies. So PSE index, yes, it is looking good. Thanks for reminding, Karthik. Now we'll go to some of the stocks that I have selected, which we will. Yes. Now we will go to some of the stocks and we'll have a look at what these good stocks are telling. Atul is one of my favorite stocks. Right now it is below 200 days EMA. So technically it is not a good entry point. Technical good entry point will be about 9,400. But those who are interested in value buying, you know, कि भाई long term investment मुझे करना है और I don't care about short term 6 months, 1 year. So Atul can be a very good this thing for you guys. You can see it has taken support on Friday at 8,300 levels. That was the low. That was 8,295. से इसने support लिया है, and if it comes, this is the channel bottom is at 7,000, so it should bounce from here actually. But if you can get it between 7,000 and 8,000 levels on reverse, on bounce, on the way up, so Atul will be a very good value investment for a long time. It can be range bound. वो 8,000 पे लो, 11,000 पे बेचो, 8,000 पे लो, 11,000 पे बेचो. You know, this is the pattern that it is following. और अगर ब्रेकआउट हो गया 11,000 का, तो सीधा अतुल फिर 13,000 या 14,000 लेवल पे भी जा सकता है. So Atul is trapped in this channel, but as you can see, Nifty का channel नीचे आ रहा था. This channel is going up. So once you get a bounce in Atul on a long term, this stock is going to make a good money for you. And इसको अगर आपको 7,300 7,400 के लेवल्स पे बॉटम के पास मिल जाता है, तो इसमें आप आपके पोर्टफोलियो का 3 से 4% भी इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, राइट. दिस कैन बी अ टर्निंग पॉइंट, और 400-500 rupees further down, but don't catch it while it is falling. Let it form a base, and when it is bouncing, if it is bouncing from here, you can catch it. If it is bouncing from here, you can catch it. So Atul is a long-term portfolio stocks, looking good right now. It can look better if you buy it around 7,400, 7,300 levels. So just wait, keep an eye on Atul. Ambuja Cement is looking good. It is above 50 and 200 EMA. Cement sector also, there are some positive news, and it is part of this triangle. So if it can break this, if it is able to break this resistance of 388, we can see a 410 and 436 in Ambuja Cement. Okay. First of all, we want it above this line, that is 373. Then you can enter it after that, and then if it crosses 390, you can add more for the journey towards 410, 430. Atul is looking good in my opinion. For all these stocks are long term. Don't think about 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It can give you good run in 1 or 2 or 3 weeks also. But my overall opinion is about long-term investment in these stocks. And one more interesting pattern I am seeing in Atul. If I extend this to here, yes, almost all the points are covered. And if it breaks 388 level, no, then it can be a very big breakout. Definitely, which can take it to 444 levels. ये देखिए, ये भी एक रेजिस्टेंस, यू सी असिमेट्रिकल रेजिस्टेंस कैसे काम करता है, बार बार उसको नीचे धक्का मार देता है, राइट. तो दिस इज द पावर एंड इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ चार्ट्स गाइस. ओके, तो ये तोड़ेगा नहीं जब तक 387 390, तब तक थोड़ा आप वेट भी कर सकते हो. लेट इट ब्रेक दिस ट्रायंगल एंड देन यू कैन एंटर इन Ambuja Cement. If you are a risk taker, you can also enter in at 370 levels and add more at 390 levels. Coromandel International, okay, a flag जैसा कुछ form हो रहा है, but if you can get it above this level, above this high of 930 के ऊपर, if you get Coromandel, it will be a good thing. And here you can see एक cup kind of formation is happening. So over a long term, what can happen in Coromandel is this kind of cup can be formed. Okay, and then if this cup is formed, there will be a handle. तो वो थोड़ा time इधर रहेगा, and then there will be a massive breakout in Coromandel International. So keep an eye on this stock. Above 930, this turns positive. Above 960, 950, it will be a breakout. Tata Steel again looking interesting. Only thing is that you need to take care of this this resistance. Okay, above 1390, it will be very positive. but it will stay in this range for a little while. And Tata Steel is also above 50 and 200 EMA. So long-term perspective, Tata Steel also is a good candidate, and it can go in a long term up to 1500 plus levels. Adani Port is at a good support level, and you can see a rally up to 900 in this. If it is able to cross this 926, there will be fresh breakout. So keep an eye on this stock. If it is a green candle and if it goes above 831 or precisely 837, so there is a chance of entering this counter for a 50-60 point rally. Gujarat Gas is not looking exactly good, but it seems that it is forming a bottom over here. You can see it is trying to form a bottom over here. 1, 2, 3 times this line is supported. So if it goes above this green line and closes above 540, you can take entry in Gujarat Gas. Second entry you can take above 590 zone or 600 zone. Long-term targets in Gujarat Gas will be 677, 690 and 727. All for educational purpose. You see, when I say that don't catch a falling knife, this is a perfect example of that. Because if you would have bought, okay, Gujarat Gas is a good company, let me buy at 627. In 1 week or 10 days, you find it at 564. Further, you find it at 530. Further, you find it at 484. But if you wait a little, okay, if you catch it on a bounce, see, again, it will come down, it will test. 3 times it has tested the support. And now it is bouncing. So if you catch it on a bounce, after it has crossed an important resistance, in this case green line, which is 536, 537 zone, then see, investment is always risky, but what you are trying is you are trying to eliminate as much risks as possible and get things in your favor on chart as much as possible, right? The game of statistics, you are getting to have, trying to have more and more statistics in your favor. So once it has formed a bottom, it's good time to enter. Once it has started bouncing, again good time to enter. Once it has crossed 50 EMA resistance, very good time to enter. Once it has crossed 200 EMA and this 600 level resistance, excellent time to enter. So when I say X by 4 kar do, X by 3 entry, so it means this, you can buy little quantity over here, then little quantity after it crosses green line, then little more quantity after it crosses other important resistances. So divide the capital that you are going to invest in a company in 3 or 4 parts. By chance, if this support breaks, we don't know, no, we cannot predict exact top and exact bottom. So by chance, if this breaks, then you also might find it at 400 levels. So आपने X by 3 या X by 4 amount रखा है, so you can buy at 400 levels also. So what will happen in this case? What will happen in this case is that you will have a chance to average out your buying. Somebody is talking, I'm getting little disturbed. Okay. Okay. So at this time, when it bounces from here, you should have some money to be invested in this company. So this is possible only if you have entered X by 3 or X by 4 amount at any juncture. Okay. IEX is another stock. Once it has taken a support over here at 200 levels at I'm sorry, around this 192 mark. Okay. So once it crosses 200 EMA, you can enter, or once you see it bouncing from here, you can take an entry. But entry will be better after it crosses 200 EMA and 50 EMA. This is also good stock, long-term portfolio stock. Aztec Life Sciences, you can see is very strong. One more confirmation candle, and then you can take an entry in it, or you can wait and take an entry about 2025 x by 2 and x by 2 after it crosses 2106 levels. Gujarat Pipavav port, again it seems like it has taken a support over here on Friday, right? You see this long tail of the candle. So it seems this are called hammers when you have a long tail and then a candle body. So a hammer is formed over here. So it is a good thing. It looks like it has taken support over 80. Further, there is support near 76. So what you will do, you can go x by 2 over here, x by 3 over here, x by 3 at this point, or x by 3 above this 50 EMA and x by 3 above 200 EMA. So divide the capital. If you want to invest 10,000 rupees in Pipavav port, 3,000 on a positive candle, 3,000 either at a level below or at a level after 50 EMA and 3,000 after 200 EMA. इस तरह से आप आपका कैपिटल पार्ट में डिवाइड करके you can keep it safe and you can improve the statistics in your favor. As we are talking about PSE companies, Petronet LNG, very good dividend player, is looking good about 200 EMA. It will be a very good entry in Petronet. Or if you want to play even more safe, enter above 222 levels, that is above this resistance. Okay, enter at 223 and you can see a journey up to 246 plus ये 5-7% dividend भी देता है, which is more or less more than the interest that you get on your bank FDs, and safe defensive stock. Adani Transmission is looking good on charts right now at the base of the triangle. Okay, it has taken support here over here at the base of the triangle, just like this, and it can go to 3190 levels, but let it cross, give a closing above, you can say the Friday high क्या था 2871 के ऊपर अगर वो मिलता है तो आप उसमें एंट्री, या यू डिलीट दिस लाइन 28 precisely you can enter above this line 2876 and it will go to 2943 3000 plus levels. But if by chance you find it around 2400 or 21 or 9 or 1900 or 2100 levels, in case of correction, it will be a very good stock to add at these levels. Sun Pharma, again a portfolio stock. It is in this channel, upward channel, as you can see, upward parallel channel. Okay, it has taken support on Friday, very important support of 861. It is bouncing from there. Once it crosses this mid channel resistance and this 50 EMA, that is 900, you can re-enter the stock for the journey towards 967 or 1049 levels. Okay, this is how the chart might look. 861, it has taken an important support over here. Or if you can get it around 800 levels, that will be a price catch for this long-term portfolio stock. Krishna Prasad ji wants to know about GLS. Sir, वो हम question and answer session में लेंगे towards the end of the program. Let us first finish the stocks that I have selected for you. Colgate Palmolive looks good, about 250 EMA. FMCG sector was also looking good. So you can get a rally in this stock if it does not fall below 154, 1535. Then you can see a rally up to 1624, 1666 or 1700 plus levels. So Colgate Palmolive is a stock which is looking good on charts. Entry at CMP can be taken, but it is better you take an entry in parts. This is Oracle Financial Services, just below 50 EMA. You can enter once 50 EMA is crossed and closing above 50 EMA is received. 50 EMA uska 3579.55. So above 3580 closing, you can take an entry. The stock will travel up to 3749 or 3900 levels. Plus, this is a very good dividend paying stock. At current price, it is giving a dividend of 5.6, 5.7%. Oracle Financial. A dividend date on 17th May, they have declared a dividend of 190 rupees. Every quarter, this stock gives a very good, or every quarter or once in a year, this you see. 17th May 21, 200 rupees. May 20, 180 rupees. 190 rupees, 200 rupees, 190 rupees. You see? So it is a good dividend paying stock. अगर ये स्टॉक 4000 का भी है और 200 रुपया डिविडेंड देता है तो 5% तो आपका वैसे ही मिल गया, राइट? So a good dividend paying stock, buy it above 50 EMA. कुछ नहीं मिला तो डिविडेंड तो आपको 5-6% मिल ही जाएगा जितना आपको बैंक के एफडी में मिलता है, राइट? पोर्टफोलियो स्टॉक लॉन्ग टर्म, और इसमें कभी रैली मिल जाएगा आपको तो इन एडिशन टू दैट 5% डिविडेंड, उसका ऑल टाइम हाई तो यहाँ पे ऑल टाइम हाई या अराउंड 5000 तो है. सो वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट स्टॉक्स एंड अ लॉन्ग टर्म. और इसमें एक और चीज होगा, एक और वन मोर पॉसिबिलिटी इज देयर इन दिस स्टॉक ऑन अ लॉन्ग टर्म. On a long term, it will complete this arc. It will complete this arc like this, and the prices in a long term will be back to 5000 levels. जब IT में momentum आ जाएगा, IT में rally आ जाएगा उस time पे. So a possibility of huge upside and a good dividend player. What else do you want? Yeah, 3261 should be the stop loss in this. Otherwise, you can find it at 2672 levels also. By chance, if you find it at lower levels, don't miss the opportunity. SBI has taken support at 200 EMA. Okay. After 50 EMA, that is 498 levels, it becomes even further excellent. One more thing that I am seeing is right now, just I saw that from this peak, if you see, तो ये एक ट्रायंगल भी बन रहा है इधर. सो अबव 522 एक ट्रायंगल ब्रेकआउट का भी चांस है, तो 550 या 580 लॉन्ग टर्म the stock can go. Okay, so SBI again looking great. If you can find it between 426 and 467, long term value buy. Above right now also X by 2 entry ले सकते हैं. X by 2 entries में after crossing 50 EMA ले सकते हैं. Suven Pharma about 250 EMA, looking good, right? And you can see a rally of few percent points, and it can go up to 633, 680 levels. But you need to wait till it crosses 587. 587 के ऊपर अगर क्रॉसिंग दे देता है या precisely 598 के ऊपर, then it will be better to enter this. एंड एक 33 to 80 रुपीज का इसमें एक प्ले बन जाता है. ONGC PSC companies above 50 EMA, that is 167.74, 168 के ऊपर या 174 के ऊपर you can enter for the play till 194 plus a good dividend player. Almost every quarter you get a little amount as dividend. You can see 5.5 rupees in February, 1.75 rupees in September, 1.85 rupees, right? तो ये सब 5-7% इंटरेस्ट तो दे ही देते हैं गवर्नमेंट के पीएससी स्टॉक्स, मोस्ट ऑफ देम, नॉट ऑल. एबीबी लुकिंग गुड, good breakout with volume in ABB. Once it crosses this 2293 level, it can go till 2378 or 2466 levels. You can see earning was good, 14% surprise in 14% surprise in earnings, and revenue में 1.41% surprise है. They gave a good dividend, but earning was good and good volume breakout above 50 days EMA and 200 days EMA seen. So above 2293 levels or 2294 levels, you can take an entry after closing above 2294. ITC is looking good. कुछ बोलने जैसा ही नहीं है. 1000 बार उसके बारे में हमने बात की होगी कि जब ये अच्छे 200 से 200 के बीच में इधर था तो मैं चिल्ला के वो छत पे खड़े रह के चिल्ला के बोल रहा था कि भाई आईटीसी ले लो, आईटीसी ले लो. उसके तरह क्या वो आलू ले लो, कांदा ले लो, नाना पाटेकर करता है ना, वैसे. तो इसके बारे में तो बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं. अगर नीचे आ जाता है वापस 230 220 लेवल्स पे तो डोंट मिस द अपॉर्चुनिटी. नहीं आएगा, लुक्स next to impossible that ITC comes below 252, but if you get an opportunity, don't miss it. Power Grid Corporation looking good on charts, and government PSC good dividend player. We were, जब ये इधर आया था 180 190 के लेवल्स पे, तो ये भी मैं चिल्ला के पावर ग्रिड बोल रहा था. आई होप यू गाइस हैव एंटर्ड. तो एक तो उसमें 20-25% का प्ले मिल गया, प्लस 5-6% डिविडेंड भी मिल जाता है ये स्टॉक में. Procter and Gamble Healthcare, it has taken support at 13226. Yes, there are two important supports, resistances to be broken, 14,500 and 14,360, which is 50 and 200 days EMA. But value buyers can take an entry, and if it gives a bounce from this level, it looks like a long-term support. If not, if you get it somewhere here by chance in the range of 2,300 12,300, it will be, you know, a value buy in this zone. Again, a very good company, monopoly company, female hygiene में, और one of my favorite stocks. So if you get it in these zones between these two lines, it is a value buy. X/3 आप कर सकते हैं. X/3 at current market price, X/3 if it goes down in this zone between 12,000 and 13,000, और 1x/3 अगर 50,000 इसमें डालना है तो एक अभी एक नीचे, और एक स्टॉक you can buy after it crosses 50 days EMA. Long term target 16,000 plus. Precision wire is looking good. Okay, थोड़ा चार्ट एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. Hero Moto, as we had said few days back that business model अच्छा है, IT raid हुआ है, लेकिन you know it does not mean that कंपनी में कुछ इतना प्रॉब्लम होगा. और वो लेवल से आज ऑलरेडी ये 25 मतलब 20-25% ऊपर है. अबाउ 200 EMA, that is 2600 levels, इसमें फर्दर एक मूव आने का चांस है. कहां तक ये ट्रायंगल का जो बेस है वो अपर साइड है, वहां पे उसको रेजिस्टेंस मिलेगा तो एक 200 रुपया और तो जा सकता है ये। उसके बाद क्या होगा बोल नहीं सकते, फिर से सपोर्ट टेस्ट करने आएगा और अगर अच्छा सपोर्ट मिला उसको तो फिर ये ऊपर 3600 साइड निकल सकता है। तो लॉन्ग टर्म पोर्टफोलियो स्टॉक, बट क्योंकि उनके एमडी वगैरह का कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ था, तो अगर आपने बहुत पहले ऊपर के साइड पे खरीदा है तो आपका स्टेक इसमें कम कर दीजिए। I will not tell you to invest full-fledged 3-4% of the portfolio in this, but yes, it is a good long-term stock. 1 or 2% of your portfolio you can keep in it. रोटो पंप्स ये मैंने एनएससी डाला है, एक्चुअली बीएससी का आना चाहिए इसमें। इट वाज रिसेंटली लिस्टेड ऑन एनएससी, सो एनएससी पे इतना ज्यादा डेटा नहीं मिलेगा, ये बीएससी पे काफी टाइम से है। रोटो पंप्स इज लुकिंग गुड एंड अबव 447, इधर से 447 471 की तरफ जाना चाहिए रोटो पंप्स, and above 471 it will be a fresh all-time high breakout. So roto pumps looking good on charts. Quest, this is a long-term investment idea, and about 200 EMA, that is 722. You can take X by 2 entry and X by 2 after 756 757 closing. The targets will be 851 886 and 900 plus. Linde, I'll go a little bit quickly. 1 घंटा already हो गया. So Linde is looking good as you can see on charts, above 50 days EMA and above 3647 or 3648 closing. ये फिर से 4000 की तरफ जा सकता है. But at present, don't go for more than 1.5% of your portfolio. If you get it around 200 EMA, 25,000 or 29,000, then it will be a good entry point. This is very high, but yes, it is going towards 3,500 4,000 plus. Cosmo Films, again a very good stock, good dividend payer, looking good for 2200 2400. Mahindra EPC, it is a value buy. So Mahindra EPC is a good stock. Mahindra group of companies giving a breakout. You can enter about 200 EMA, that is 120 rupees for the target of 160. But it can also go to this 85 level. So if it is not able to sustain above this, and if it is not able to क्रॉस दिस asymmetrical resistance, तो फिर से एक बार नीचे आ सकता है. सो ओके, थोड़ा बहुत इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं इस स्टॉक में भी. लुकिंग गुड ऑन चार्ट्स बट नॉट एक्सेलेंट. उसका रिजल्ट वाज ओके, आई थिंक इसमें डेटा नहीं है बट रिजल्ट वाज ओके, सो वी कैन सी अ पॉजिटिव बिल्डअप इन दिस स्टॉक. So these are some of the stocks that I find interesting at these levels. Don't go for them when the market is falling, either on Monday or Tuesday. As we saw, there can be Monday, Tuesday, but sometime next week when you see the bounce, you can start buying some of these stocks. Not all stocks that we discussed right now are portfolio stocks, but yes, many of them are portfolio stocks like IEX, Tata Steel, Coromandel, Ambuja, Atul, right? Colgate, Palmolive, Petronet, Oracle Financials, SBI, ONGC, ITC, Power Grid, PGHH, and Cosmo Films. This can be a some very good assets for your portfolio. And now we can have an open mic session where you can ask me questions related to the stocks. Dr. Reddy and GLS Glenmark. These are the two questions that I'm getting. डॉक्टर रेड्डी लैब्स ये ट्रायंगल तोड़ के थोड़ा नीचे चला गया, बट इट हैज टेकन सपोर्ट ओवर हियर. It has taken support at this level. You can see the Friday low of 3880, but if 3880 breaks, it can go to 3642 levels also. But it is a long-term portfolio stock. Either after 4200 or 4500 you can take an entry. You saw a breakout. There was a breakout at these levels when we had also indicated that okay, there is a breakout, you can take entry in डॉक्टर रेड्डी. तो वहां से जब हमने स्पॉट किया था ब्रेकआउट, वहां से वो 4477 तक गया भी था, but then 200 days EMA it could not cross, or it has fallen even below 50 days EMA, and right now it is at an important support of 3876. If it breaks, it can fall another 200 points. So यहाँ पे कहीं से वो बाउंस हो, या यहाँ से जब बाउंस होता है, या उसके नीचे एक लेवल से बाउंस होता है, at that time you can take an entry. Or if it breaks 3600 levels, I would advise you to exit it. So 3600 should be stop loss, and 4500 above it will be a breakout, and it can go to 5000 plus levels. Glenmark Life Sciences was the question. Glenmark Life Sciences, right? Not pharma. Okay. It is trying to form a base. Glenmark Life Sciences is trying to form a base, sir, near 431 levels. But right now it is below two important resistances of 533 and 492. So I would advise only after it crosses 533, I would enter this stock. Anyway, pharma, we saw that, you know, the channel is not looking very good. So once it crosses 533, take a small entry, another X by 2 entry at 643, and definitely above 800 it will be a very good entry. Let it form a proper base. I think it will again come down to test if 431 430 zone is the bottom. If it is confirmed as a bottom, तो फिर ये ऊपर जाएगा towards 525 plus levels. But if the bottom at 430 is not confirmed, it can further go down also. The result was okay, was as per the market expectation. So there is nothing negative, but the stock will come down to test the bottom. So right now, only after it forms a bottom again, confirms the bottom and then bounces, तो इसमें entry ले सकते हैं. Asian Paints, Mahindra Lifespace. Krishna ji, let me take questions from others. I already answered one of your question. BSC, we'll take BSC now. BSC is a good long-term portfolio stock. Right now at good levels, but let it cross this important resistance of 900, then it will be good for the journey. You see, there are two important resistances here, Ravindra ji. One, it is below this 50 EMA. So anyway, it has to cross the 50 EMA, that is 837. Okay. Second thing is, it has taken a support at 820. So that is a good sign. बट उसके ऊपर ये चैनल मिड रेजिस्टेंस भी होगा 875 का, और आफ्टर दैट एक 899 और 930 का भी रेजिस्टेंस होगा. सो आइदर यू बाय इट अबाउट 930 960 लेवल्स, ओके, फॉर द जर्नी टुवर्ड्स 1060 प्लस, और यू लेट इट फॉल एट 600 700 लेवल्स इफ यू कैन गेट. उतना नीचे तो नहीं आएगा, बट बाय चांस ये 760 के लेवल तक आ जाता है, तो इट विल बी अ ग्रेट बाय. इफ यू गेट इट अराउंड 759 to and 800, between these two levels 759 and 800, it will be a very nice buy. So wait a bit, either we will buy it at a little more cheap, when it is bouncing or when it is bouncing from here, or let it cross this important resistance, उसके बाद खरीदा जा सकता है. Right now it is in no man's zone. वो त्रिशंकु सरकार में है. Okay, now let me go for Ramakrishna. 3M is coming at a good level for buying. 3M India. It is coming near the support zone. You see, पहले से ही हम identify करके रखते हैं support. देखा? Where it took support, Ramaji? You see, exactly at this point. You see the power of technicals. I did not draw this in front of you. पहले से ही draw किया हुआ था. Support identified था. So 18,064 was the support, and it the low of the day was around 18,100. Right? Almost near the support. It gave a jump and it closed near 18,500 levels. Because it is below 50 and 200 EMA, Ramaji, you know that you cannot go X full scale, not take a full scale entry, but yes, X by 3 entry can be taken at this point. If this support is broken, it can go to 16,777 or 15,726 levels. So if by chance I get between these two, 15,726 and 16,777, it will be the best buy. 16,777 and 1864 will be a good buy zone, and CMP is also okay buy zone. So if you buy one stock over here of 18,003M and then one about 20,000 and one about 23,000, then you can wait for the journey of 27 or 30,000, which it will definitely take in a long term portfolio stock. Right now a bit negative, but issue RSI is also indicating that, you know, it can bounce from either this point, so the current price range, or one zone below it. So that is either it will bounce from exactly this point and turn positive, or it can go to this level and turn positive. So wait for it to form the bottom or confirm that this is the bottom or this is the bottom, and then you can take entry. 18,400 is a good price for 3M. Now I'll answer Sarvana Kumar's question. Care ratings.
Vishalji, Honeywell Automation.
Honeywell also I'll take. I'll take just first point for everyone, and then I'll come back to the second questions that you guys have posted. Care ratings is not looking very good right now. I would advise you to let it cross 577, at least 525 before you enter. Not looking good. The support can be around 400 zone. So 400 zone can be a support zone. If it bounces from here, great. Otherwise, it can further fall to 363 or even 298 levels. So care ratings is a falling knife. Don't catch it right now. Let it cross 500, 525 levels. Okay. Now let us go for Nalco. Metals, as I said, is a long-term story. Right now, Nalco is even below the 50 and 200 EMA mark. So not looking good. Let it cross at least 50, 200 EMA. Above 103, it will be great. Above 115, it will be very good entry. Right now, it does not look good. It can come to the level of 86 also. This will be the support zone for Nalco. Either it can bounce from this zone where it is right now, or if this line does not support it, it can go to 85, 86 zone also. Nalco, Aarti Industries we'll see now. Aarti Industries again, this might be the support 790, 800 zone, but ideally above this 50 and 200 EMA, that is above 915 would be the right point to enter Aarti Industries. Also, the earning is coming on 12th May. So if the earning is bad, you can see further breakdown in the prices. And if the earning is good, we can see a positive journey. If earning is bad, it can even go to 720 or 730 levels. So right now, not a very good point or not a very good time to enter Aarti Industries. Okay. Now we'll go to Honeywell. Honeywell Automation above 40,500 will be great. About 200 EMA Ramaji for the journey towards 41,700 and 44,000. Or a value buy, it can be a value buy near 38,000 zone. See, multiple times it takes support at the 38,000 zone. You see? 1, 2, 3. All the major falls, it is not going below 38,000 levels. So 38,000 can be a good support for Honeywell. But above 41,500, it will be good. At least you should let it cross 40,500.
विशाल जी एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, ये अभी LIC IPO आ रहा है ना, कल लास्ट डेट है, मंडे है. Is it good to go for LIC IPO or is it better to split the things in the stocks? Now all the stocks are below 50, 200 EMIs. Which one is best option?
It is purely up to you. Very dicey question. LIC is a good company, so I will not say that don't go for the IPO. It is a good company. It is one of the biggest DIIs. So LIC that way is a very good company because they invest maximum money in the stock market. One of the biggest DIIs, right? So that way LIC is good. Market is not looking very good as you saw it in the downward channel. But yes, 50, 60, 100 premium you can get in LIC rupees in my opinion. I personally don't apply for IPOs.
Yeah, but if
I buy
the
from the
IPO is
market.
subscribed over 5 times, the probability is like you see 1/5. Sometimes if you apply more, you don't get even, you will be allocated 0 stocks. If you apply for 1 lot, then maximum you'll get 1 lot. If you apply for 2 lakhs, then you don't get anything.
I agree with you. So this is one of the reasons. Some good IPOs like LIC and all you don't get, and otherwise the ones that you get, this is my experience. So last 3-4 years I did not apply for any IPO.
Okay.
Any other questions remaining? Any other stock that I might have missed? Mahindra Lifespace and Asian Paints. Okay, Asian Paints is one of my favorites, long-term portfolio stock, and it is below the 200 days EMA right now, but support is around 2978 and 2871, from where it should bounce. If not from that zone, 2679 will be a blind buy at that level. But I don't see any major issues in this company. I think it should bounce from either this level, which is 2978, or 3000 to 2978 level, or it can bounce from 2871 levels. So long-term investment idea, this stock you can even sip every month. You buy 2, 3 stocks till
Sir,
it is
graphite.
3 to 4% of your portfolio. Which was your other stock?
Graphite, sir, graphite.
At this low Nifty level, which sector will start blast near the top? Mr. Sarvana Kumar, you were not part of the webinar. We discussed about Nifty levels, which sectors will blast on the positive side, on the negative side. This is how we started this program. We discussed all the important indices and
that's great, G.
sectors.
Actually, I missed it. Okay, and I was wrongly calculated my time. It's a
Okay,
different
okay, no
time, so
problem.
I missed the half an hour.
So you can watch the. I will keep the recording on YouTube. You can watch it.
Okay. Okay.
We have
okay,
discussed all the sectors we discussed.
Sure. Okay, G. Okay. Thank you.
I think I covered almost. Okay, Mahindra Lifespace, and then I think we would have covered all the stocks. And Mahindra Lifespace is a good company. I had recommended it at lower levels. We'll see the chart there. So it is looking good. You can try to catch it around 348, 350 levels. When it comes down, so cools down a little bit and starts to bounce. Okay. And I had recommended, I think, at this level, 268 levels, from where it went to 411. So again, it will go to this 411, 464 levels. Good company, good stock. Looks positive. Chart is also good. Catch it on bounce. There is nothing wrong in this. Once it starts bouncing from whichever zone, probably it should come at 348. Either this might also be a support, a good support. The level from where it bounced on Friday, it can continue upwards journey from here, or 348 will be a good point, or if you get it somewhere between 280 and 320, it will be a great buy. I'm positive about realty sector, and long-term target for life spaces. You can see already I have kept some long-term targets. I don't show them because then people might get greedy. So मैं ऐसा ही दिखाता हूँ. But a long-term target for Mahindra Lifespace is there in my radar. So this is where it should go, but in few years. Tata Technology is a good stock. Right now, what is happening? Negative. It is breaking down. Let it don't catch a falling knife. Let it take support. It maybe will take support at 1100 levels, or maybe it turns positive from here. It has come out of the channel, so not a good time to enter. Let it confirm a bottom. Let it bounce from there, and then you can start entering this. The best entry point will be above 1840. So wait for Mata. It can come down to 1163 levels also. Okay.
Sir, graphite, can you say about?
So these are the levels for Mata Technology. Graphite, you again might see it around 440 levels. It will be a good time to buy. It is below 50 and 200 EMA. So I would better wait for it to turn positive and entry only about 521 levels.
Okay, sir.
Or around 400, 440 levels. But when it starts bouncing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
ITC, I already told Karthik. If you get it around 220, 240, great. when it was between 180 to 220, I was, almost every week, every webinar, we were shouting that ITC le lo, ITC le lo. Like, Nana Patekar in that movie, Welcome Kanda le lo, Alu le lo. Every time we were talking, now it has gone 20% from there. So,
yeah, now I am looking for more than 300 or 3 where I can sell. I mean, I am looking for where I can sell.
yeah, why to sell ITC? Maybe if they, there will be, if they decide to delist or if they decide to have a good this thing, separate their businesses, then there will be further value unlocking.
Yeah, even in the weak market, it looks, the candle looks on last week, it was strong.
So 301 is the place where, it might face a little bit of resistance. 273 and then 301.
Yeah.
These are the 2 points of resistance.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. LTI, L&T Technology, great companies. We already, I think you were late in joining. So we already spoke about them. IT सेक्टर पे जब बात किया ना तब इस पे बात किया था. Right now let it form a base. Looks like it has formed a base over here. 4485. Let it confirm the bounce. Great time to buy will be above 5800 of course. But value buy long term आपको करना है तो maybe this is the time. 4572. If it does not find support here over here, it can go to the level of 3570 also. So wait for the confirmation candles. Let it start the bounce. Probably this is the bottom. But if this is not the bottom, the 3500 levels will be the bottom. Let it confirm the bottom and start the bounce. At that time, you can enter. Okay, guys. And LTTS last we will take LTTS. Again, same story. A great stock. It is trying to form a bottom. So अगर ये bottom नहीं है तो 3500 इसका भी एक bottom होना चाहिए. 3500 नहीं है तो 28 or 3000 levels. But a long-term portfolio stock, good results, good revenue, good earning, as you can see, everything more than market expectation. So good stock, but it is facing heat because of the meltdown in IT stocks and global IT meltdown led by Nasdaq. So SIP में थोड़ा थोड़ा खरीद सकते हो या फिर wait till it comes to 2844 or let it cross 4520 4521 and then you can enter, or you can do a SIP, एक स्टॉक खरीदा हर महीने, एक स्टॉक खरीदा हर महीने, ऐसे LTI LTTS ये सब कंपनीज का फ्यूचर तो है ही आईटी का, उसमें तो कोई वो ही नहीं है, राइट? Okay guys, it was nice to have a webinar, I think after a long time. I'll take your permission now, and if you have further questions, those who are in the special group, you can ask in the respective group, and let us start the journey. So again, ending on a positive note that we may see a bounce sometimes next week. The levels I already discussed with you. Okay, thank you guys, see you.
Yes.
Hope to catch you soon. If you have any questions in the special group, you can always ask me.
Thank you, Jay.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.